Hello, Mike. How you doing?
Hey, Borna, good to see you again.
Good to see you too. And I'm very excited to watch your singing. And tell me, how have you been? And what you gonna play and sing tonight?
Yeah, I've been good, thank you. Yep, doing okay. This song I'm going to play for you is a brand new song that is yet to be released. I haven't released it yet, but it's brand new. So I hope you enjoy it.
I'm sure I will, as always. Please. What's called?
It's called New Day, and it's about our current situation here in Melbourne.
Please start.
It's 3 in the morning. I'm wide awake, thinking about nothing. Nowhere to go, and no one to see. Stuck in the same old grind. Feeling like it's Groundhog Day. Gotta bide out time, gotta wait and see. Can't wait to raise a glass with a friend, hold loved ones close, lend a helping hand. It'll be a new day. Can't wait to travel again, go on holiday, play a gig and get paid. It'll be a new day. Although it's hard right now, I pray for things to get better. So keep on holding on, we'll get through together. Can't wait to raise a glass with a friend, hold loved ones close, lend a helping hand. It'll be a new day. Can't wait to travel again, go on holidays, play a gig and get paid. It'll be a new day. Although it's hard right now, pray for things to get better. So keep on holding on, we'll get through together. So we gotta stay strong, have some faith to carry on. Look to tomorrow, it'll be a new day. So look to tomorrow, it'll be a new day.
Graobe, how you doing?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. And you?
I'm very happy that I'm having you here after, oh my God, 2 months come and go and try my best to unfortunately extremely busy. So I've got lots of questions here for you. So before I'm going to start my questions, so do you want to say hi to those for watching us now?
If I want what? Sorry.
Do you want to say hi to those for watching us right now?
Yeah. Hi to everyone. Thank you for being here, and I hope you people are gonna enjoy the live.
All right, darling. So, in the first season of my show, I've spoken with lots of African artists all over Africa who gave me and my viewer actually a different view of Africa. And I found like whoever I was spoken from that continent actually were extremely unique and successful. And I didn't know that there were like amazing artists in Africa. For example, one of them is you. So, and tell me a little bit about African artists and tell me why people just know a little bit of African artists. What's going on?
Hi to everyone once again. So there's a lot of artists here, and there's a lot of talent here. But the fact that we are not known all over the world, sometimes it's because maybe because we are doing the job like locally, and there's not a lot of communication about it, and sometimes it's also difficult to get that breakthrough that will allow you to be known all over the world. So it's just those things. Like sometimes the work is just local. It's very very good, but it's resistant. Like it's always working only on local ways, not show up outside, and also the communication about your job is not following that well. So sometimes those are the limits that I notice.
Absolutely. And for example, I didn't know African are amazing painters. Amazing painters. And I was working with lots of them. And whatever we heard on through the media is just a little about African. And well, I know the African is like a big continent, but we just know a little bit of them, and we don't know much. The way that the media actually has been like exposed, it's like Africa is a very poor country, but it's not like that. It's not all over Africa. Am I right?
Yeah, like that's also the problem, because like people when that are in overseas or abroad in other countries that never step in Africa, the first thing they would think of Africa is like there's poverty, there's war, there's killing, there's rape. So that's the only thing that they have in here. So they don't think of the good side of Africa. They always think of Africa like cows and a lot of bullshit, like a lot of prejudice that is going on Africa that is really not helping all African artists, for example, to be shown and to be known all over the world. And some of them are like I can even talk about my village. Like there's a lot of artist people there that do things with their own hands. They don't know about people that are living in overseas or abroad. They already know how to do it, and they're happy with that. They don't think about taking it all elsewhere. And the government is not always there to follow that. Yeah, because it's the traditional stuff, and they have always been given to a father to a son, like a heritage, but it's not always known all over the world.
Why is that like that? Because when I talk to different artists from Africa, so they've said like even artists do not support each other much. Why? Is it like a cultural or why? Why is like that? Why is that?
There's also one thing in the artwork, like everyone wants to succeed. And he's thinking that maybe if I push you, you will be bigger than me, and I wouldn't be seen anymore. When one person, maybe like in one video, when one person succeeds, he doesn't always drag all the rest with them. So it's not always like that. You always like, okay, if I succeed, I made it on my own. I don't need to help others. I don't need to to bother myself about all that. And other people, they don't know that if they go to communication, if they do this, they will be known. Some of them is also because they don't have a lot of fun. They don't have money to go and to put all communication up on their work, and they don't even know which market they should they should target. That's most of the thing that is very holding us back. And also some people are thinking that no, in abroad they already have a lot, so mine is only for my community and people that I have here. So it's basically much more about communication, I think. And also the support, like there's not a lot of support for artists here in Africa.
That's very much understandable. So you are one of the famous African models, and you started modeling seriously, like you started officially at the age of 20. Why modeling, and what happened? Tell me.
Since I was a teenage, like a very little girl, my mom was a tailor. So she used to sew clothes for everyone, and I used to work with her. Like when she would do like a new creation, I would wear it. I would work in front of her because she was calling me her model. We used to watch some runway show on TV, some a beauty pageant together. But I never thought of being model. Like I knew that there's something like that, but I've never thought of finding myself into it. So when I grew up, like everyone always tell me like you should try. And one day I was watching TV and I was really sad that day because I failed an exam. Then I watched the announcement how they're looking for new faces for an event. And I'm like, okay, anyway, if this school is giving me headache, I can try this for holiday. Then I went there, they picked me up and they signed me. That's how everything started and just moved on.
Yeah, that's very understandable. So, but what I'm trying to find is what inspired you, what pushed you, why modeling, how did you see yourself as a model? Because African models I love them. There are, yes, I'm just wondering why.
As I told you that it's something that I really loved since I was a child. So when I decided to do the first step to get into it, I developed much more love for it and then like a big passion that I couldn't take myself back anymore. I was just going for that. And I couldn't see my life doing something else because I really, really loved it. I really, really loved what I'm doing and I just keep on going with it.
Fair enough. Okay, so all right, so it's just being beautiful, tall, and having a suitable body enough for modeling work, because the competition is in this field is extremely high and hard. So, what do you need to do to stay in this business successful?
The first thing that you need to do is always bring something new, like because there are some clients that sometimes they book you repeatedly. Each time you are working with them, just give something more on what you have already done. So you need to work harder all the time to always bring something new in your work, so that it will keep you. It's like you're updating your work every day, so that you will still be in the market because the modeling area it's never the same every day. Like you think like, okay, if I work this way, okay, that is it. It's gonna stay like that for the whole life. No, it's changing all the time. It's changing all the time. The modeling keep moving and changing all the time. So you need to adapt. Always update your work. Always bring something new when you are working, when you are posing, or when you are doing your pictures. If you used to do it like always, and all models, they know their profile, their best profile. They know their strong part and their weakness. So you just need to work harder to cover that weakness and to bring your best part more, to always shine on your weakness. So it's always like frequent work all the time.
And also, I believe that you need to be updated all the time.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
really of the things, and it's very interesting. And I was reading your biography. Most of the things that you've done and achievement actually happened outside of Africa. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Now I want to just take a little bit break, and I want to ask you a favor. I know you've got something to show me, to show us.
okay.
And can you take us with you a little bit and interviews with like what you're doing, and if there's any pictures or anything that you can share with us, would be fantastic.
Okay. So I have one magazine here. It's a South African magazine called True Love. We did the shooting in Soweto. In Soweto, in a very, very beautiful place. And let me just show you some of them. There are some designers from, they're all designers.
Can you bring it closer? Can you bring it closer? And do this. Just keep it the magazine like that. Straight. Oh wow. Wow. What is the concept? Where did it happen? Where's the location?
The location, I think, is something. Was it a museum? Something like that. I can't remember exactly. No, or opera. Anyway, there was a lot of things happening there, and it was just a very, very beautiful location because this was on the road there. I just stand in front of it to do my shoots, and they just
I
took me there. And it
I
was
love your
just
photos. Amazing and very creative.
just some of the places. So in this edition, they were featuring designs, South African designers. Her name is Luna Lifestyle, and she's really doing amazing.
Wow. Can you show it closer? Can you bring it closer?
Yeah.
And bring it down. Bring it down. Lower. Oh wow. That's amazing.
And I think we have the last one here.
Oh wow.
This was still there here still in Soweto that we did this shoot.
Oh my god. Looks gorgeous. Oh my god. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think everyone, some people know this designer, Makosa, I really not to pronounce the name properly. Africa, that is also doing great all over the world, and it's
Oh
also that is just amazing.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So that's the picture job that I'm doing. And if you saw the picture very properly, you realize that in the pictures I have like different poses according to the dress because I need to adapt to the dress, and the story about the dress need to be shown out in my poses. So and that's my Z card, my composite that I have here. This is when I'm going for a casting, that I can just leave it to the casting director or the people casting me.
Bring it closer. Bring it closer. Oh my god.
So this is the.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's beautiful.
Thank you. But this one for a beauty shoot is a picture from a beauty shoot that we just used to do this. Okay.
That's amazing. How long did it take to take like that shot? How long usually take?
Not that long. Like this shoot, like we take maybe because we first did 2 hours, then we take a break, then we continue. It was more than 6 pictures for the whole magazine. So we stayed there the whole day because we have to do the makeup, changing the makeup all the time. That's also one of the thing that is taking time because each picture you are doing the makeup and then you are changing it because when it comes to beauty, they want everything to be different. We stayed there. I think it was from 10 to to 4 or something like that. But we had our break time and also the makeup changing all the time and the fitting and with all that.
Wow.
And it's always amazing to work with people like talking, and you can see how the time is just going and going.
That's exactly actually what you're saying. Actually, is really relevant to my next question. Well, it's a long question, but it's a very important question. I think it's important to know for myself. Many people don't know enough about your work, and they and the makeup artist, like they think, all right, the makeup artist put a makeup on your face, and dress designers, like, you put a beautiful dress on you, and the photographer take photos of you. They don't know that you must have to have a strict control over your food, and what you eat, and sleeping time, and go on and go on. So talk to me about the difficult and challenging part of your job.
So the first thing with modeling, and for us model, you always need to take care of your skin. Like, your skin always need to be perfect. Like, as you can see now, I didn't put any makeup. What I did, I just did my eyebrow. I didn't put anything on my skin, because you need to work on your skin. Always need to be smooth and need to be smooth and very beautiful and clear. No pimples. So you need to be careful about what you are eating so that you won't give you pimple and allergies on your face, because you are using your face and your body to work with. You need to take care of that. You need to watch over what you are eating. You need to watch over what you are doing, and not to expose yourself too much. If you want to be on the sun, you need to know exactly what time I should be there and get the good part of the sun before for my skin and everything. So you really need to nourish your skin and also your body and your health. You need to eat proper food, like healthy food, but be sure that you are not exaggerating on some things as well, because if you go too much, it's gonna show on the body. If you go less, you're gonna be weak and you won't be able to have, like, to give the good mood when you are working. If you don't eat, you'll be tired and all your face will be so clear that you won't work properly. So you just need always to balance whatever you are doing for your skin and what you are eating, so that everything works for you.
Mm-hmm. And because if you don't follow it, or if you do not be careful, you can lose your contract. Am I right?
Yeah. Because when they are booking you, they know, okay, we are booking this person according to her picture. If the agency send, for example, this Z card, and the client booked me because he saw this Z card. So if I come and I'm different, maybe I'm having more, and they have the measurement on it, on every Z card. So they want to, if they choose this person, they want to see the person with all these details. So if you come there and you have more there, maybe you are bigger, or you have a lot of things on your face, they'll definitely ask you to go back home. And next time they won't book you again, because they're thinking, like, oh, this girl is really not serious about what she's doing. And that's why agencies are there to follow the model, always to update them, always to ask how you are doing and how your skin look like. They're always checking, so that to be sure that you are always in perfect condition to do the job.
Okay, so talk to me more about the challenge parts that you sometimes probably struggle. I want to hear more.
Most of the struggle is, I think, the comment of some casting directors. Sometimes they will just start complaining about, oh, you are not straight here. There's a bone that is not fitting. I'm always saying, always taking that very bad, because my physique is something that I didn't create. I have it like that. So giving some bad comment about it, if you don't like it, I understand that. Okay, it's okay, it's fine. Another person will like it. So if you start saying that, oh, what? Because the last time I went for a casting, then they started giving such a bad comment, and I was still walking. Like, oh, you can have legs, like this, that, back is like that. I felt so bad, and I just wanted to turn back and tell them that this is really not serious. If you don't, like, just say, okay, thank you, bye. Don't just start saying rubbish about how my skin look like. No, my skin color is okay, it's fine. My skin structure, okay, it's fine. But if I have some things like in my own physique, like those are things that I didn't choose. That's how I am. So you just, if you don't like it, just say, okay, it's fine. Don't just start giving some bad comment or some impression that is really, really, really not funny at all. And also to get a job, like particularly in Europe, is always a big challenge. They always see models on a runway, but they don't know that maybe in one day you might have like 10 different casting to do, 20 different casting to do, one, and all of them are in different address. So you are always running. You are always running from one casting to another. You don't even have time to eat. You don't even have time to drink water. You don't even have time to breathe. Like you are running. And each time you go to the next casting, you need to look good. That's so difficult. And you need to look good and perfect, and you do your walking and get that judgment before leaving to the next one. The next one, you have to run again to the next address. They are not in the same address that you're okay, you'll be doing all of them in the same. No, you have to run from one place to another, one place to another, one place to another. It's so difficult. In the evening when you go home, like your whole body is just saying, oof, completely, especially your food, like it's so painful. It's really painful. There are some exercise that I used to do so that the next day I would still be able to go and run from one casting to another and not having a swollen face or not having this face that is going to show that I'm okay, I'm tired. So it's really not easy. At least we just see the picture like, okay, she did this show and she looks so beautiful. We don't know how they struggle behind behind getting that show, how difficult it is. And sometimes you do a show, they will do the fitting, and at the end they don't confirm you. So it's very difficult. Like it's a continuation challenge, like one challenge to another, one challenge to another, never getting it until the whole fashion week is finished.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. My last question. So, as we know, there have been thousands of like protests or demonstrations actually regarding of Black Lives Matter. And this is the question that I ask not only from like people like you, I ask everyone from different countries to see what their perspectives are. And what is your opinion about Black Lives Matter?
My opinion about Black Lives Matter is like it's a good thing, because as for us models, as for us Black models, they always use us as a trending. Like, okay, we have this model on top, and all the rest we don't care about them anymore. If you come, like, they don't really care. They just want you to be. They just want the one that is on top. And in few, like 1, 2, 3, 5 years, okay, they start like, okay, we don't want them anymore. Why there are some models, there are some white models that in all generations they are still there, and they're still very good. So they're not trending them. They are not like, okay, this season is this model, and this other period is another model that we want. For Black models, it's always very difficult. So that's the thing that I don't like, and I'm happy about Black Lives Matters, because now they will see that Black models are very beautiful. Black models can do the job, and Black models are also very special. They can bring also something more. They should not. With Black Lives Matters, I'm so happy that we started that campaign, because it's bringing all most of the big clients. They always get inspired by Africa, but they don't book African artists to do the job. They are always inspired by what we do in Africa, but when it's about to put it on, about to take the concept out, they always book white people to do the job. So now we want them to also book the client, to also book the team from Africa, like having more Black people on the set. You were inspired by them, so just put up like 1 or 2 more than into that job, so that we'll feel that okay, it's not it's not it's not about a skin color thing. Like black person can also do what a white person is doing. We are going to the same school. We are doing the same for training. So there's no reason to be set apart just because of your skin color. Be judged because of your skin color is something very disgusting, and having difficulty just because of your skin color is also something very, very bad. There are some country when you go there, you are doing a casting, they look at you very badly just because you have black skin. I went to a showroom one time in Milan. The first, I think it was like it was supposed to be a hormone showroom, and I was booked last month. And the first day they treated us very well, and they give us a place for our changing room and where we can sit when the client are not there in the area and yet. The second day they push us. They're like, no, me and another black girl who have like Afro. The second day they said, no, we can't use this area anymore. We should go to the toilet.
Why?
The toilet. That's where we were supposed to stay when there's no client on our break time. I'm like, this is not good. And I called the agency. They're like, okay, it's fine, but they said it's the only place they can offer to us to stay. I'm like, no, I didn't left my country. I'm not suffering in my country. I'm not suffering when I'm staying. So I can't be doing this job and be staying in the toilet. That doesn't make sense for me. I decided to cancel the work. I asked them to cancel me, and I'll go to another country to do another job because I have a lot of requests. And when I left, I was still in contact with my friend that remained there, the one that was having that had the Afro. She told me that, oh, when you left, they booked a white model to replace you, and when the white model arrived, she said she would never take her break time in the toilet, and they changed. They put them in the very nice place. I was so upset. I'm like, what is this? Like, so the fact that because we are black, we are good for the toilet, that is really not making sense. And we are working for you, you are treating us like that, and they should just stop that. We are also human, and we deserve to be treated better.
Wow, that is crazy. Finally, thank you very much for sharing it. So I have no more question, and it was an amazing conversation with you. And thank you very much for being on my show. Did you like our conversation?
Yeah, I really did. Thank you so much. And then when I was thinking of like, okay, what am I gonna expect, because my first language is French, apart from my native language, so my English is something like kind of going up and down. And I'm happy.
You speak perfect. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you one day in real life.
Oh, okay. Definitely. I just want to.
All right, so you take care and have a wonderful evening, and take good care of yourself.
You too. I just wanted to take a screenshot.
Did you take it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, take care. Have a wonderful.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. It's me for Borna Kazerani, and